Pro-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Research, faculty, distinguished guests, and most importantly you, the graduates. I'm deeply honoured to speak to you today. Let me add my congratulations on your achievements. I suspect that many of you are now in the workplace and coming to realise that maybe uni was the most exciting time of your life and it's all downhill from here. But don't worry, that's mostly not true. The most exciting parts are definitely ahead of you. To offer some guidance, I would like to share with you 4 principles that have guided some of the biggest decisions in my life. Find your passion, spread your wings, seek the best, and dare to dream. I hope you find something here that resonates with you. Find your passion. You'll probably hear this many times, but I'm going to tell you again here. Choose a career that inspires you. Don't be primarily driven by remuneration, lifestyle, or job prospects. Don't get me wrong, these things are important, but if you let your decisions primarily be driven by these things, in 20 years you won't be happy. People sometimes ask me why I chose to be a haematologist. Let me share the story with you. When I was not long out of this university, I was called to see a patient in the emergency department at Fremantle Hospital. He was about the same age I am now, 42. He had a lovely wife and 2 little kids, just like I do now. He presented with fevers. He was as white as a sheet. He had bruises all over him and he was bleeding from his gums. I didn't need to see his blood film to diagnose him with acute leukemia. Over the next 6 months, I saw him go through intense chemotherapy, almost die from infection several times, and go on to achieve remission. He came back to clinic the next year, back at work, coaching his son's cricket team, smiling, bearing gifts for the nurses who looked after him. And I chose to be a haematologist because we meet people like this at the times when their lives are hanging in the balance and can give them their lives back. Sometimes it doesn't work, and that really sucks. But often we do, and I've never come across anything in medicine which comes even close. It's a privilege to do what I do, and even when things are at their busiest, I still love my job. Find your passion, and even the hardest days at work will still seem worthwhile. Spread your wings. I'm sure you're already finding on transitioning from university to the workplace that there's always a bigger pond. You're fortunate to live and have studied in one of the best places in the world. Western Australia is a special place, and this is a special university. But we are only 10% of Australia's population, and Australia only 1% of the world's. To be internationally influential, you need to spend time out of Perth. The world will be your oyster again one day. Get your vaccine, and when you can, get out of the bubble. I've lived at various times in my life in Kyoto, in Melbourne, and in Houston. All were life-defining experiences in different ways, and they made me really appreciate what Perth has to offer so much more for their absence. So as well as seeing the world and having a great time, you'll grow your network, broaden your skill set, and gain an international perspective on Australia and Perth that will serve you well wherever you end up. You won't regret it. Seek the best. Even more important than place is the opportunity to work with good people. To be the best, seek out the most successful people in the world and learn from them. Each of my mentors has been brilliant in different ways, and I've tried to learn from them all. This person is a master at writing manuscripts. That person is a consummate networker. This person gives wonderful presentations. That person is a gun at writing grants. Pay close attention, emulate, and add your own flair. Getting your foot in the door with these people can be challenging. Important people are often very busy, but face time is important, so don't give up easily. One of my mentors-to-be had a reputation as one of the world's foremost blood cancer experts, but he just wasn't replying to my emails for months, despite the fact that I was supposed to be starting a job with him in not very long. So I was attending a conference in New Orleans. I decided to stop off at Houston on the way through and turned up at his office 9 o'clock on a Monday morning and introduced myself. I think he appreciated the tenacity. We hit it off immediately, and he's been one of my greatest friends and supporters ever since. So determination and persistence get you further than fleeting brilliance every time. Don't give up. Dare to dream. There are critical points which profoundly shape the course of your life. One such moment for me came about 5 years ago when I was trying to decide where to set up long term. I'm sure you know the feeling. Time slows down and you can see the road, alternate paths laid out ahead of you. I knew WA desperately needed more blood cancer trials, but I also knew it would be much easier to join an established program where world-leading research was already happening than it would be to set it up from scratch. Building that here seemed like a Herculean task, but I dared to dream. And with the support of my colleagues, West Australian philanthropists, the Snowdome Foundation, and most importantly, my wife Kylie, I founded Blood Cancer Research WA to address this unmet need. When you have a vision and you can clearly articulate it, people will back you. Often in life, the way to make the biggest difference is not to take the well-travelled path. Consider the steep and winding road, for the view when you reach the summit will surely be worth the effort. So congratulations again on what you have achieved, but know that the best part of your journey is yet to come. Find your passion, spread your wings, seek the best, and always dare to dream. Do these things, and I am sure that you will make the world a better place. Thank you.